Hello students, welcome to the Learning Management System organized by Department of College and Technical Education, Government of Karnataka. This is session number 36 of Unit 4. Today I am explaining you how to prepare a detailed estimate for a pitched roof building using center line method. And the contents includes the preparation of detailed estimate for a pitched roof using center line method for the following items: earthwork in excavation for foundation, plain cement concrete 1:2:4 for foundation bed, size stone masonry in cement mortar 1:6 for foundation and basement, first class brickwork in superstructure. Roof portion estimate includes steel which will be measured in kg and asbestos cement sheet that will be measured in roof asbestos cement sheet for roof covering that will be measured in square meters. And finally enamel painting for doors and windows. And finally there will be a multiple choice question. This is the problem. Prepare a detailed estimate for the following items of a workshop. Usually workshop buildings are the buildings which have been provided with pitched roofs, since there will be movement of vehicles and it requires a little bit higher height from floor to terrace. And the following items quantities will be estimated: earthwork in excavation for foundation, PCC, SSM, brickwork, and roof portion estimate and enamel painting. So this is the plan. The plan includes a working area of width 12 meters and length is 24 meters. So the width from here to here it is 12 meters and from here to here it is 24 meters internal dimension, and there are 14 columns: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. There are 14 columns in this plan, and there are window ventilators, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. There are 12 windows, and above windows there will be ventilators, and there is one door and two rolling shutters on each side, and there is a schedule that is provided beyond the wall. So these are the details of the plan, and now let us explore how will be the section. A section is cut across the width, that is from here to here, that is section AA. Section AA consists of, there are two walls on both the sides, and in the bottom there is foundation and there is cement concrete flooring, and there are two windows. These are the two windows that is looking in elevation, and the roof portion consists of, basically above the columns there will be a resting of this truss. This is called as roof truss, made up of mild steel, and it weighs around 20 kg per meter, and there is a set of purlins. So purlins are the elements which will be provided above the roof truss, and above purlins there is asbestos cement sheet. So above these AC sheets, the joining point of these AC sheets, there will be a gap. This gap will be covered by AC asbestos cement ridge sheet. So the height of the wall from the floor to the truss is 5 meters, and there is a RCC lintel of 20 centimeter height. This is the column, RCC column, and this is the shajja, and the wall width is 230 mm. And this is the schedule of doors and windows. The door size is 1.2 by 2.1 meter. window size is 2 meter by 1.5 meter, rolling shutter 4 meter by 3.2 meter, ventilator 2 meter by 0.75 meters. So these are the brief details of the section. And coming to column footing, so here there are two types of structures. That is, there is columns at the center, and in between column there is wall. So for column you need to provide footings, and for this wall I need to provide foundation consisting of size stone masonry of around 2 steps. Okay, for footing the width of the footing is actually 1.2 meter. It's a square. This is a square footing of 1.2 meters, and in the side I am going to provide PCC. Okay, this is the plan. PCC is provided up to a width of 1.35 meter by 1.35 meters, and in the center there is a column. Column dimension is 0.3 meter by 0.375 meter. So these are the details of the footing. And coming to wall, so in the wall width of the PCC for masonry is 1 meter, and above this PCC there is 1, 2 and 3 steps of masonry. So the first step width is 0.75 meter, depth is 0.2 meter. Second step width is 0.6 meter, depth is 0.4 meters. Third step width is 0.45 meter and depth is 0.45 meter. There are 3 steps. Above this there is the DPC, and the burnt brick masonry wall is constructed. So the total depth of foundation for size stone masonry foundation is 0.8 meter, but the total depth of excavation for the footing is, that is from here to here, it is 0.7 plus 0.45 meter is the depth of footing, plus 10 centimeter is the depth of PCC. So 0.7 plus 0.1, 0.8 plus 0.45. So it will come to 1.25 meters. Okay. So 1.25 meter is the depth of excavation for footing, and 0.8 meter is the depth of excavation for masonry. See, so this is the column and this is the footing. So I have been done excavation from here to here. Okay. So above this is 1.25 meter height, and this is wall. So the wall, the foundation for wall foundation will be constructed at a height of 0.8 meters. So 0.8 meters will come here. Okay. So this is size stone masonry foundation. Okay. Here masonry will be provided. So the thing you have to understand is, this masonry depth of footing is, depth of excavation for column footing is more than size stone masonry foundation. So these are the details of the section, and immediately after studying the plan you should draw the center line of the plan. So in the center line, 24 meter was the internal dimension, plus the wall width for both sides, it will come to 24.23 meters, and also at the y direction 12 meter is the internal dimension, and the wall width which will come to 12.23 meters. So then calculating the center line length of the walls. So the L1 is 24.23, that is 0.23 by 2, which is the wall width, breadth by 2 plus breadth by 2 will give me 24.23, and 12.23 meter is the length of the shorter wall. So this is 2 numbers and this is 2 numbers, which will give me the center line length of 72.92 meter is the total center line length of the wall, and there are 14 numbers of columns in between, which has to be deducted when I am going to calculate masonry that we will do in the tabular column. So the finally the central length is 72.92 meters. So earthwork excavation in foundation, first is column footing. First I am going to do column footing. Why? Because as I told you in the previous slide, the depth of footing is more than the depth of masonry. So there are 14 columns and the footing size is 1.35 meter by 1.35 meter. So it is evident in the section. So the width is 1.35 meter, which is a square footing, and the depth is 1.25 meter. This was also explained in the previous slide. See, 0.7 plus 0.1, 0.8 plus 0.45, 1.25 meter is the depth of excavation. The excavation will be done. So from here to here, this is the excavation part. Okay. And then comes the wall footing. So for wall footing, the total center and length was 72.92 meters minus, since this 1.35 meter is already been claimed in the footings, I need to deduct this because it is going to come in between. So 14 into 1.35 meters will give me 54.02 meter is the total length of the System masonry foundation. So this 1 into 54.02 into, so width of masonry, let us check the width and depth of the masonry. See here, the width is 1 meter. So from here to here it is 1 meter and the depth is 0.8 meters. So width is 1 meter and depth is 0.8 meters. So 1 into 0.8 will give me 43.216 cubic meters. So adding both these things, I am going to get 75.11 cubic meter of masonry. So second one is bed concrete for foundation. So for bed concrete, the bed concrete will be provided below the columns. There are 14 numbers of columns multiplied by 1.35 by 1.35 is the width and length of excavation, multiplied by the thickness of PCC, that is 0.1 meter, will give me 2.551 is the quantity. And similarly, since this 1.35 meter is already claimed, then I have to deduct this from the masonry foundation. The total center and length is 72.92 meters minus number of columns is 14. Then I am going to the section. In this section, so in this section, I have to consider the width at a 0.8 meters. See, as I told you here, System masonry depth is 0.8 meters. Okay, 0.8 meter is the depth. So you have to go to that depth at the column footing. See, 0.8 meters of system masonry depth will come here. So this may be around 0.8. So at this depth, what is the width of the footing? That is 1.2 meters. Okay. So for that depth, I am going to, for depth though, the considerable width, I am going to put the PCC, since the soil will be filled for this 15 centimeter on both the sides. So here I am going to take 1.2 meter as the width, 14 into 1.2 meter, that will give me 56.12 meter. So 1 into 56.1 into 1 meter is the width and 0.1 meter is the depth of PCC, which will give me 5.612 cubic meter of bed concrete. So adding both these, I am going to get 8.16 cubic meters of PCC is the total quantity of bed concrete. So the third item is System masonry in cement mortar for foundation and basement. So there are 3 steps If you see the section, there are 3 steps. So this is the first step, okay, from here to here. This is the first step. The first step width is 0.75 meter and depth is 0.2 meters, okay. So 0.75 meter is the width and 0.2 meter is the depth. Length, I am going to consider all the total length, center line length, then I am going to deduct for columns at the later stage. So 72.92 meter is the total length of the Sidestone masonry. So 72.92 into 0.75 into 0.2 will give me 10.94 cubic meters of masonry. Then we will move on to the second step. So the second step is, this is the second step from here to here. It will so from here to here. So this is the second step. So this portion is the second step of the masonry. So the width of this masonry is how much? 0.6 meters and the depth is 0.4 meters. So width is 0.6 meter and depth is 0.4 meters. So width is 0.6 meter and depth is 0.4 meter into the central line length, that is 72.92 meters, will give me 17.5 cubic meters of masonry. And finally the third step. So the third step is this portion. So above the ground also it is going. This is the third step. So the third step is also called as basement because it is provided above ground level. 0.44 meter is the width and 0.45 meter is the depth. So 0.45 meter is the width and 0.45 meter is the, this should be 0.45 meters. So the total quantities, this should be 0.45 meters. Please make a correction. So 72.92 into 0.45 into 0.45 will give me 14.77 cubic meters of Sidestone masonry. So after this I have to deduct for columns. Means how much, so what is the size of the column at that depth? Means, so in this wall foundation, the Sidestone masonry will be provided from the depth. This is 0.8 minus 0.1. From 0.7 meter depth, I am going to provide the masonry. Okay. And also in the column foundation, you can see from 0.7 meters. So this is 0.7 meters. What is the width? That is the width of the column. Okay. It will go up to the plinth. So this height you need to calculate. So this height will be calculated like, total depth is 0.2 meter is the first step depth, 0.4 meter is the second step depth, and 0.45, this should is 0.45 meter is the third step. So adding all these three, I am going to get 1.05 cubic meters of length, meters of depth. So after this, deducting this, I am going to get the total volume as 14.54 cubic meters of Sidestone masonry. So next is brick masonry in cement mortar 1:6. Again, I am going to consider the center line length, that is 72.92 meters, multiplied by the width of the wall, that is 0.23 meters, multiplied by the depth. It is evident from the section that the depth is 5 meters is the depth of the wall. So 5 meters will give me 83.85 cubic meters of masonry. Okay. So after this, there is one portion called gable portion. What is this gable portion? So this gable portion is nothing but in the plan, okay, the trusses will be coming above this column, above this column, above this column, above these two columns, above these two columns. Okay, in the last two end there will be no trusses. Okay, So these last two ends are called as gable ends. Okay. So in this gable ends, since I have to avoid the rainwater coming into the internal face of the building and the effect of atmospheric agencies, I have to seal the total ends. So since in the section it is a triangular portion, you can see here, see, this is a triangular portion. Okay, this total end will be completely sealed. So the internal dimension is 12 meters and the height is from here to here, see, 2 meters. Since it is a triangle, half into base is 12 meters into 2 is the height. This gives the total surface area of the gable end multiplied by the width will give me the total volume of brick masonry. Okay, here see, half into total width from here to here it is 12 meters and 2 meter is the height, will give me the area of the triangle multiplied by the width. Okay, there are two gable ends, so 2 into 12 into 0.23 will give me 5.52 cubic meters of total. So total 83.85 plus 5.52 will give me 89.37 cubic meters of gross quantity. So after this I have to deduct for columns, for lintels and for openings, and there is a one door 1.2 by 0.23 by 2.1, that is a one door, and there are 12 windows, 2 into 0.23 into 1.5 is equal to 8.88, and 12 ventilators, 12 into 2 into 0.23 into 0.75, and there is 2 rolling shutters. So all these openings quantities will be calculated and they will be deducted. And also there is a columns, 14 columns are there, 14 into 0.3 into 0.23. I am going to take only the wall width, 0.23 into 5 meter is the depth, and then again lintel will be provided. See, a lintel is provided above the windows. Okay, since there is small gap left out after the opening, I am going to provide the lintel between the internal faces of the column. So the internal dimension is 24 meter plus 2 into 0.23 will be the outer to outer length of the total length, minus there are 7 columns on the one side. You can see there is in the plan there are 7 columns, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. First I am calculating the external distance, then I am deducting the total length of the column, that is 24 plus 2 into 0.23 minus 7 into 0.3 will give me 22.36 meter is the total length of lintel on one side. And again there are two windows on left side. Okay, so this is one and this is one. Above this also there will be lintel provided with a bearing, that is for 2.3 into 0.23 into 0.2, and above there are two rolling shutters 4.3 into, here I am assumed the bearing of 15 centimeter. So after calculation of this, then I am going to deduct the total deductions comes around 25.82 cubic meter. So total quantity minus the deductions will give me the actual quantity of brick masonry, that is 63.55 cubic meters. Then going into the roof portion estimate, the roof portion estimate consists of truss portion and purlins and asbestos cement sheet coverings. The truss portions, as I told you earlier, there are 5 trusses, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. In the ends there will be no trusses. So what is the length of the truss? The length of truss is 12 meter is the internal dimension plus outer total dimension is 2 into 0.23 meter. Okay, that is, it is evident in the plan. So the 12 meter is from here to here. Sorry. So 12 meter is between here to here plus 0.23 meter is the wall width. So up to this length the truss will come. So 12 plus 2 into 0.23 will come to 12.46 meters is the total length of the truss. There are 5 numbers into 12.46, and for each meter it is 20 kg, twice around 20 kg, that is provided in the section. In section you can see it is provided 20 kg per meter. I am going to get 1246 kgs of quantity of steel for the truss portion. So in the same manner, let us calculate the purlins. Purlins provided along the lengthwise they are provided for receiving the asbestos cement sheet. Okay, see, this is the purlin. Above this there is purlin will be provided at the along the lengths. So it is again, but total length is 24 meters plus 2 into 0.23 meters plus 2 into 0.5 meter is for projections. So it will come to 25.46 meter is the total length of the purlins. Okay, so this purlins will be provided along the length. Okay, so here, 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 the purlins will be provided. The purlins weight is 1.5 kg per meter. It will go along the length direction. That is, it is going to span in this direction from here to here, from here to here. So these are the purlins. Okay, the trusses will be coming in this direction. Okay, so the length is 24.26 plus 0.5 meter projection is provided for cutting the rainwater. Then I am going to get 24.26 plus 0.1 meter, 25.46 meters the length. Then I am going to provide 10 numbers of purlins into 4.45 kg is the unit weight. I am going to get the total weight of 1155.88 kgs. So adding both these stuff, truss portion and purlins, I am going to get 2401 kg of quantity of steel. So next, moving on to the sloped AC sheet roof coverings. So the AC sheet will be provided. So along widthwise, that is this portion, sloped portion from here to here and here to here. I need to calculate the sloping length. As I know the internal dimension is 12 meter. From here to here it is 6 meters, and this is 2 meters, and then it becomes the hypotenuse. For hypotenuse, I know the formula, that is 2 square plus 6 square. Root of 2 square plus 6 square will come to 6.32 meter. Again, there is a projection of 0.5 meter on both the sides. It will come to 6.8 meters. And also the length of the sheet is 24 meters is the internal dimension, plus 2 wall widths and plus 2 projections. So it will come to 25.46 meters. It's not square meter, it is meter. So the area will be 2 numbers. 6.8 into 25.46 will give me 346.256 square meters of AC sheet roof covering. This is the total area of AC sheet roof covering. And the last item is enamel painting for doors and windows. When I am going to paint the doors, there are different types of doors. Glazed doors or partly paneled doors means in a door, if half portion glass is covered and half portion is wood or steel, then we have to assume suitable coefficients as a multiplication coefficients. So assuming, so the here for steel doors and rolling shutters, Indian standard says 1.1 is the coefficient. So for doors, there is one number of doors. Since it is a metal door, steel door, 1.1 is the coefficient of paint into 2 sides, and the dimension of the door is 1.2 by 2.1, which will give me 5.54 square meters. Similarly for windows, 12 windows. So windows are fully glazed windows, means fully glass is there. So the painting coefficient is 0.5. 12 into 0.5 into 2 sides into 2 into 1.5 will give me 36 square meters. Again there is 12 ventilators. 12 into 0.5 into 2 sides into 2 into 0.75 will give me 18 will give me 18 square meter is the painting area for the ventilators. And finally comes the rolling shutter. Again, coefficient for rolling shutter is 1.1. Two shutters are there, two sides, 4 meter by 3 meter will give me 52.8 square meters. So the total quantity adding all these things will give me 112.34 square meters. So these are the different types of items that is being estimated by central line method. Now let us solve some multiple choice questions. The first question is, the brickwork is measured in square meter in case of A, honeycomb brickwork, B, off brick wall, C, brick flat soling, and D, all of the above. The right answer is all of the above. All these quantities will be measured in square meters. While preparing a detailed estimate, dimension should be measured into correct to 0.01 meter, area should be measured correct to 0.01 square meter, volume should be measured correct to 0.01 cubic meters, or D, all of the above. So the right answer is D, all of the above. All these things should be obliged when you are going to measure. Means length should be 0.01 meter accurate, area should be 0.01 square meter accurate, and volume should be 0.01 cubic meter accurate. The third question is, the item of steel work which is measured in square meter is collapsible gate, rolling shutter, and steel door. The right answer is all of the above. The rolling shutters also, like doors, they are measured in square meter, they are going to move upward. Steel doors are also measured in square meter. Collapsible gates are also measured in square meters. The unit of measurement is per metric ton for the following: either A, collapsible gates with rails, rolling shutters, expanded metal wire netting, or D, miles MS reinforcement of RCC. The right answer is MS reinforcement for RCC. The steel is always measured in kgs or tons. These are measured in square meters. Fifth question, pick up the correct statement from the following. Bricks are paid per 1000, cement is paid per 50 kg bag, lime is paid per quintal, and D, all of the above. The right answer is D, all of the above. The woodwork for roof is measured in cubic meters, square meters, numbers, or all of the above. So the right answer is it is measured in cubic meter. For doors it may be measured in square meters. For woodwork, for rafters, and for battens it will be converted to cubic meter, then it will be added to get the total volume of woodwork. What is painting coefficient for paneled or framed and braced windows, etc.? A 1, B 1.3, C 1.2, or D 0.9. So the painting coefficient for framed and braced doors or windows is answer C, 1.2 is the coefficient as per Indian standard. What is the painting coefficient for fully glazed or glazed steel doors and windows? So this was the painting coefficient which I had used in this estimate while calculating the enamel painting quantity. Either A 0.5, B 1.3, C 1, or D 0.8. So the right answer is A, 0.5 is the painting coefficient for the glazed door. So ninth question, what is the unit mass of steel? A 785 kg per meter cube, B 1000 kg per meter cube, C 7850 kg per meter cube, or D 2400 kg per meter cube. So the right answer is C, 7850 kg per cubic meter is the unit mass of steel, and for concrete is 2400 kg per cubic meters. The painting work is measured in cubic meter, B running meter, C square meter, or D all of the above. The right answer is option C, square meter is the unit of measurement for the painting work. So I thank the chairman, moderator, subject experts, and content developers for helping me in preparing this video. Thank you one and all.